Hello and welcome to day 5 of the Pain and Inflammation Challenge. I hope you all are having a good day so far. Today we are just going to continue to move right through being intentional about our body and how it responds to the movement. If you are needing to modify in any way, always listen to your body first. The only prop I have today are a couple of blocks and they are not required. They just help a little bit for a couple of the positions that we are going to be in. So if you don't have them, please don't let that discourage you from practicing today. Otherwise, we're just going to get started. So today we are going to start in a standing position. And so take just a moment to settle in. Maybe a little rock side to side. Maybe take the shoulders up to your ears as you inhale and exhale. Soften everything down. You can look down at your toes. You can keep your feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little wider. I want you to lift up your toes for a moment and then gently soften them back toward the mat. Again, you can take your ears up if this feels good. And then exhale. Good. Couple more times. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release them down. Good. You can reverse that when you're ready. So take the shoulders up. Maybe exhale as you soften them down. Good. And again. And release them forward. Good. So as you stand in that stillness for a moment, I really want you to make sure that your knees are not locking. So if your thighs are tight, if you're feeling a lot of tension in the area in the kneecap, I want you just to soften. Again, we're just sort of settling into practice, allowing the body to be soft. And as you allow the body to be soft and you breathe, I want you to take note of areas that feel tense, that might feel, again, just having that inflammation or that pain in your body. Again, there is a lot tied to it with what we eat and all of that sort of stuff, but that is definitely a contributing factor into the inflammation in our bodies. And so today as we pause just another moment or so, just really looking for some grounding connection to the bottoms of the feet. Pulling that breath in through your nose. And exhale out the mouth. Good, and again. And out. Good. So we're gonna add a little movement. The next time you inhale, I want you to take your arms all the way up. Really reach up, maybe interlace those fingers, get a nice stretch in. As you exhale, you're going to softly take the hands down through the heart center, bend the knees, and you're just going to take a forward fold. So nice and gentle. And this is kind of where those blocks can come in if you need them. Good. Just soften down. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, we rise. Good. We're going to do that about 4 more times. Good. Let's use our breath. So taking your time, maybe closing your eyes. I'm going to step away from the wall just a little bit. Take a breath in. Exhale, nice and slow. Start to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Bend those knees deeply as you rise. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. A few more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Inhale, you rise. Bend those knees. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Take your time here. Exhale, soften. Good. Inhale, we rise. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we soften. Here we're going to stay just a moment. So depending on where you are, we're going to shift into a wide-legged forward fold. So again, just taking the feet as comfortable, taking them out as comfortable as it is, or as your body is agreeing to, that it feels right for you. Then I want you just to maybe use those blocks here if you need them, just for a little added support. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale. Begin to soften down. And you have a couple of options here. You can bend through one knee and the other if that feels good. You can rest your forearms on your blocks as you take just a few breaths. And I love blocks because you can decide sort of what depth that you need to be at for your practice. So again, softening through the knees, taking time to settle in. And once you get there, I just want you to breathe nice and slow. Have about 4 breaths here. Just taking your time, allowing some space to come in between the legs, allowing the inner thighs to get a nice stretch. So take your time with your breath. Softening through the knees, letting your head hang heavy. Good. One more breath. Make sure you stay for that exhale. And then slowly, the next time you inhale, you're going to softly start to make your way back up. So again, I love the blocks for this. So you can take your time. Maybe walk one foot in, walk the other foot in. Take your time stepping up. And then gently make your way back to the front of the mat. Good. I want you to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Good. Inhale, we rise. Come all the way up. And exhale, hands come to your heart. So as you pause here for just a moment, maybe you let the hands rest down beside you. Whatever feels good. Take a moment just to notice with a little bit of movement how the body's feeling. Maybe the legs feel a little tingly. Blood is starting to sort of move through as we stretch. Whatever you notice rising to the surface, just take a note. Good. And so we're going to start to just make our way towards the mat. So maybe you find a comfortable seat. Good. Once you get there, take a moment to move those fleshy parts out from underneath you, whatever feels most comfortable. And then I just want you to start to roll the wrists, okay? Just a little bit back and forth. You can press those fingertips back towards your face for that left hand. Good. And then point the fingers down. And again, moving to the opposite side. Just getting a little stretch on that inner forearm, especially if you have been at a keyboard or you use your hands a lot. This will feel really, really good, especially if you're holding a tool or something that's heavy. Good. Take another breath. Good. And then I want you to just inhale. Take that left arm across your body. A little stretch. You can close your eyes or keep your eyes open. Again, this is your practice, and I really, really, really encourage you to take your time to really make it yours. Good. Release those arms, open up, maybe interlace those fingers, take a nice breath in. And then softly release. Take that opposite arm across the body this time. Just for a couple of those wrist rolls on this side. Good. Then inhale. See if you can take that arm back just for a gentle stretch. Good. Just opening up the outer back of the arm. Taking just another breath in. And exhaling, let it go. Good. Again, you're just going to take those arms out. Maybe take them back behind you. Opposite hand on top this time. Or opposite thumb and index finger. Good. Take a nice breath in. And exhale. Back to center. Good. You can relax those arms for just a moment. Maybe you drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, maybe you start to move the neck all the way around. Sometimes we don't even know that our neck is stiff, or at least I don't anyway. Sometimes I don't know that it hurts or that it's uncomfortable until I actually start moving, and then I'm like, oh, this kind of hurts. This feels a little bit out of place. So again, sometimes it takes that little bit of movement to sort of know that something is sore. And of course, if you are a fibromyalgia sufferer, you can reverse that direction when you're ready. Then you often know that you have things that are sore and no idea why. Kind of like waking up with a place on your arm that's sore. Your forearm is sore, you have no idea why, you've not done anything, but yet it is uncomfortable or it hurts to the touch. Good, just once more. Good. And then softly let that head rest at your chest. Inhale, come back to center. Good. Taking just a moment, we're going to take a little twist. So I want you to inhale, take the arms up. You're going to exhale, right hand down, left arm over. Really taking a time to get some breath in here to open up that side body. So again, I'm really big about not forcing things. So I don't want you to feel like you have to go super deep into this stretch. I just want you to move until you feel like there's a little bit of a stretch here. Good. Take a breath in and out. Good. Inhale, lift. Maybe you look up. Exhale, take the other hand down. Good. Left hand down and a little lean towards that left hand. Good. Inhale, lift. Oops. And exhale. Gently bring those hands to your heart, pausing just for a moment. Good. When you're ready, you can move into tabletop. So again, maybe take a moment getting there, stretch out the legs, take a second. Maybe those knees are feeling a little tight. And again, if you have knee trouble, if it hurts getting onto your knees, you can always double up your mat. Always like to keep a blanket handy, so if you needed to, you could always put it down for some extra padding. Whatever you feel like is going to work best for you here, that's completely fine. Good. As we come into this tabletop position, you just want to make sure that your wrists are in line with your shoulders. I always like to take my fingertips nice and wide. And before I jump right into these cat-cows, I like to just maybe work the hips a little bit, side to side, let the head get involved. And then pausing in the center for a moment. I want you to inhale, drop your belly. And as you exhale, you're going to round. Inhale, lift. Exhale.
Good. Just a few more. Find your rhythm here, using your own breath, using your body to move and breathe, and keeping your breath and your body in alignment. So that movement as you exhale, rounding the spine, and then softly releasing, dropping that belly as you inhale. Good. Good. One more. Inhale. And then exhale, soften. Good. Slowly allow the body to come back to neutral here. And once you're done, you're going to take the big toes together. So I have a couple of options. If you have the block and you need to set it back behind you for a little extra support, please absolutely do that. You can also use a pillow or whatever feels right. This just makes this posture a little easier to get to, and I love using the blocks because then you can, again, change the height of where you need supported. So using a block is not terrible. I think that a lot of people look at props like they don't want to use them because they feel like maybe they're not getting the full benefit or getting into the posture correctly, but that is not true. I love the blocks. I love using them. And so the goal is to help your body soften completely. And that is how we relax the body. And so if you're holding yourself up or feeling a lot of extra tension in the thighs, you're probably not going to feel very relaxed. So again, if you need the block, use it. Otherwise, you're going to come all the way down. Good. Into that child shape. Take a moment. Relax the forehead on the mat. Softly finding some space to breathe. Relax the body, relax the mind. You've got about 4 or 5 breaths. So again, just nice and smooth as you inhale. And exhale softly, letting all of that out. And one more breath. Good. Slowly release those hands. You're going to press yourself all the way up. And then softly, you're going to make your way onto your back. So if your hair is up, maybe you take it down. You just want to get comfortable, whatever that looks like for you. And so when you get there, again, you can use your blocks or whatever you need. So to start, we're going to keep the knees bent as we make our way down. Just going to take a moment here to settle in. Maybe take the knees into the chest. Good. And then as you soften out, you can rest your legs on the blocks or your feet on the blocks. You don't have to use them at all. One of my favorites is to take the blocks and rest them under my thighs. So if that is something that you want to do, or you have a pillow, or maybe even a bolster, you can absolutely do that. Feels really good just to have that little bit of support here. And again, just taking time to find what is comfortable for you. And when you're ready, I just want you to close your eyes. Pull that breath in through your nose and exhale, let it out the mouth. And again. As you allow the body to soften, we need just to simply allow space for connection here. So as you relax your body onto the mat, things may start to get heavy. The breath feels nice and smooth as it enters the body and leaves the body. Sometimes it takes a few extra seconds or so to really relax and release the body. So again, take your time here. We've got just a couple of minutes left before we wrap up our practice. So soften through your face and your jaw. The next time you inhale, I want you to take that breath a little deeper into your belly. And when you're ready, you can start to move your fingers and your toes. Maybe just bringing a little extra awareness back to your body. Maybe start to lift the arms up over your head. And then as you exhale, I want you to slowly start to make your way back into a seat. Or if you have time, you're welcome to stay right here in meditation. Please don't rush. If you have the extra time, you are more than welcome to stay. So once you become seated, maybe close your eyes, take just a moment. You could even bring your hands to your heart. Okay, just taking a moment to thank yourself for this practice. Even though the body sometimes doesn't feel that great, we still push ourselves to move and stretch because that is, at the end of the day, what we need. Love yourself enough to continue coming back to the mat and carving out just a little self-care, just a little time for yourself each day. It is always such an honor to meet in this space, to meet on this online practice, and to share this journey together. Namaste.